Welcome back to the Tiffany Paul Show. This is the show where we keep it real. And currently we are in a season of spiraling a little, of not knowing who we are, what we want, or where we're going in life. And so if you're mid-spiral just like me, welcome to the show. And if you're not, I'm jealous, but also trying to just trust that this is all happening for me, not to me, and trying not to compare my sad girl summer to people who are having this like happy summer. Because like when I ask people how their summer is and they're like it's great, I like honestly like the first thought that comes to mind is like fuck you, you know, like fuck you for having a fun fucking summer, and I'm over here like crying. And like that's my truth, like that's my truth, and that's what we're here, that's what we're all about, is like honoring our truth. So like if you're having a good summer, like truthfully, I'm thinking fuck you, but then like my higher self is like, oh, I'm happy for you. So if you're having a sad girl summer like me, or you're going into the fall when this is aired and you're like feeling a little low, just know that I'm right there with you, and this is all happening for us, not to us. But I think that's like today's update, right? So like, where am I at these days? Like, I'm just feeling blah. Like, I'm resisting feeling blah. Like I want to feel happy, and it makes me think like, well, what is this obsession with feeling happy? Like, why do we think that life has to be happy and joyous and easeful all the time? Like, where do we get this idea? Like, obviously we know that's not how life works. So why do we get so irritated when we get down and bad shit happens? Like, we shouldn't even be surprised that here we are every single time being like, wait, what? Like, life is getting hard, things are changing, what, loss, rejection, like things don't go my way, like what the fuck? And it's like, I don't even know why I'm surprised anymore, but here I am, surprised. And so I've been thinking a lot about, you know, like the main pain point here of like, what is my problem? I ask myself this every day. Like, what is your problem, Tiffany? And some people are like, you should just get on medication. That'll cure everything. I'm like, dude, like, just stop. No, like, let me figure out my own problems. I don't want to like, I'm not here to like make the problems go away. I'm trying to understand what the fuck is happening inside my mind, my body, my soul, my spirit. Like, I'm on a journey. Like, just let me live in the depths of despair. I don't need fucking medication. Like, I'm kind of a glutton for pain, you know, because like in the pain, in the darkness, is all this wisdom, is all this like strength, is all this growth. And so as much as I do hate it, I do love it. But what I don't love is the confusion, the uncertainty, like not knowing what the fuck is going on. And that is part of the angst that I have. It's like, there's three things that I can point to. First, like there's a part of me that doesn't want to feel this way. So I like reject it. I'm like, it's summer, I just want to be happy. And when whatever we reject and whatever we resist persists, you know? And so instead of just letting myself feel sad or disappointed or lost or confused, I like push it away and say, well, let me just feel happy. And then in truth, like these emotions, they want to be felt so that they can be released. Like, how do we release it? We feel it. When we hold on and we avoid, it like stays within us. So the first problem that I've identified within myself, like no answers, just like problems that I've identified, is the resistance that I have. Like, it's so annoying. It's like, Tiffany, just allow, just surrender. But like, I'm not there yet. The second thing that I'm like seeing within myself is like just this like resistance and anger and irritation about things not going my way. It's like a pouty little child, like life didn't go my way, wah, like I didn't get what I want, wah, like I'm a little fucking pouty baby. And like maybe you can look at your life and relate. You're like, I'm a little pouty fucking baby right now, and like that's okay. Like, let yourself be a pouty fucking baby. Like, you don't need the medication, just be a crybaby, throw some tantrums. I am fully for the tantrum on the floor. Like, I think kicking and screaming on the floor is like a lost art. Like, I'm certain like back in the day they used to fucking do this. Like, I'm sure as part of the tribal dances, you know, they didn't have podcasts. They fucking had a fucking tantrum and a meltdown. So I think just let yourself have a tantrum, let yourself be irritated. Things didn't go my way. But like, okay, so that is like another problem I've identified. And so then the third problem, it's like kind of related, is like control. Like, I feel out of control. And so a lot of us, I know, are being faced with like looking at how we want to control the situation and fix things and force things to happen in like our way. And it's like, how can you just stop controlling, stop doing, stop fixing yourself, stop fixing the situation, stop doing so much, and just let it be. And in order to let it be, we need to like accept it, which goes back to the first part, which I'm rejecting it. And then it's like, okay, I throw my temper tantrum. And then I'm like, okay, then I try to control the situation and make it better versus just like feeling it. So like this week's update is like, I have no answers. I have just more clarity on my own problems. And so maybe you can relate to feeling that way, you know, in your spiral. So let's get into today's rant before we get into today's question, because I like feel it burning in my soul and I just want to like let it out. So today's rant is all about other people's opinions. Like I alluded to it earlier, but it's like, you know, I'm all about keeping it real. Like if people ask me how my fucking summer is, I'm going to say not fucking good, okay? And they're like, how are you doing? I'm like, sad, yo. Like I'm not gonna fucking lie. Like I'm fine with telling the truth. Like sure, I don't tell like the cash register lady like when I'm checking out like, oh, how was your day? It's like, oh, I'm just gonna say good, okay? Not all the time, but most people I'm gonna tell the truth. And then it's like amazing how many people try to fucking fix and give advice, and it's just like, shut the fuck up. I gave you like I gave you 2 sentences. I have not given you context. I've not given you, you don't know me. Stop trying to give me advice as if you know me. And I told you the one advice was like, maybe you should get on medication. You know, you're feeling really depressed and sad and anxious, get on medication. And if that's your calling in life, that's no problem. But the thing is like, you don't know me. Stop trying to medicate me. What the fuck? Like, are we not allowed to be sad? This is how far off we've gotten from like, oh, you're anxious and depressed. You should go on medication. What the fuck? Like, how about you dig deeper in your soul? How about you fucking go on a spiritual journey? How about you like figure it out for yourself? Like that's where truth comes from, yourself. And this is also why I'm so fucking irritated about other people's opinions, is because in order to make true change, it needs to come from within it. And it doesn't mean that God doesn't work through people and there are certain people that are put in your life to give you answers. Like I fully believe that. But just random people who don't know me giving me advice, like maybe you should stop drinking, you know, like that's going to clear your vessel and clear your mind. I don't know. Like, I don't drink all the time, but like, I love a glass of champagne. That is like the only happiness and joy I have left in this world besides my kids. Don't take away my champagne. Come on. Like, how am I supposed to celebrate the day that I don't have anxiety? I need to cheers with champagne, you know? Like, no, I don't need to get on medication. No, I don't want to stop drinking. I'm sure that could be helpful, but like, just quiet. And then what else other advice have I gotten that was just irritating? Oh, the caffeine thing, same thing. You're like, oh, well, if you're anxious, maybe you should just cut out coffee. Again, these are the small moments of joy I have. Going to the coffee shop, getting this is the only consistent certain thing I have in my life is coffee. And you're telling me you want to take away my coffee? You want to take away my sanity while you're at it? Like literally, when people tell me the answer to my depression and anxiety is don't drink caffeine, I'm literally like, those things will make me more anxious and depressed. So like, just be quiet. Just keep your opinions to yourself. I don't appreciate your unsolicited advice. But even beyond that, it's like everyone fucking listens to a fucking book or a podcast and everybody thinks they're fucking expert. And suddenly they're like trying to like, you know, do mindset work on you. Like, well, what if you just accepted that thought? Or what if you just stop resisting that thought? Which, hello, I just told you I'm working on that. But I don't need you, random person, to start coaching me through fucking exercises that you read in a fucking book and you listen to on a podcast one time as if you're a life coach. You're not a life coach. Stop trying to coach me out of my depression and anxiety. Let me do that. Let God do that. Let my therapist do that. Like, you are just a random person. You know, there's this Byron Katie work that it's like, who would you be without that thought? That's like a really cool, powerful question. I get it. It's like, okay, if my thought is, I don't want to be alone. Okay, and someone says to me, this is a real life example. I said, well, they're like, well, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like feeling lonely these days, feeling alone. Like maybe you guys can relate. Like a lot of people feel lonely at times, you know? And they're like, well, who would you be without that thought? Well, I'm like, I'd be fucking happy. I'd be at peace. I'd be amazing. Like, well, then maybe you should just stop having that thought. Oh, okay. Let me just work on just removing all these thoughts from my brain as if I'm a fucking magician. You think I don't pray to God every night? God actually has powers, and God hasn't even removed the thoughts from my head yet. So you think I somehow just can like magically pull all these thoughts from my head? And then don't worry, there's like a million things on the internet that promises that they can just reprogram your brain, hypnotherapy and drugs and mushrooms and ketamine and breath work and all these fucking things. They just like promise these quick fixes that I'm just so fucking over it. Can people just stop trying to fucking fix me? Just let me be. Like, let me fix me. Let me fix me. Stop trying to fix me. Like, I'm fine. Like, I know I don't seem fine, but I'm fine. I'm fine. Like, I am okay that there are seasons of life where I'm depressed and lost and confused. And like, just like I'm trying not to rush to fix myself, I certainly don't need fucking strangers fixing me or offering advice on how to overcome my current emotional landscape or life challenges based on just a basic ass conversation that we're having. So I need to take this own advice too, because obviously like I give unsolicited advice sometimes also, but it's usually to like my friends who like I have the full context of the situation. I understand who they are, like what they're going through, their personality, like their blocks, their childhood. Like I have more context. If you're offering opinions to random people because you read a book or a podcast, like I just can't anymore. So like that's today's rant. Like stop giving unsolicited advice. I don't want to hear your opinions. If I want an opinion, I will find a book, I will find a podcast, I will find a therapist, I will call my best friend, I will call my mother, but I will certainly not just look for from random people. So everyone just zip it and move on with their day, because when people are going through it, they don't need you to fix their fucking problems. Maybe they just need you to listen and say, that must be hard. I'm sorry you're going through that. I'll pray for you. I hope it gets better. Well, you look beautiful today. Just say something nice. Like, be the light. Don't try to fucking be the fucking know-it-all. We don't need more know-it-alls. Remember, we don't know. Back to my original fucking episode when I launched the show. It's like, we don't fucking know. Can we all stop walking around as if we know? Yeah, we have opinions, but like we don't actually know. And I'm sorry, but like if somebody else tries to fucking tell me to go to church too and get baptized, it's just like I can't. Like I love God. God loves me. Like God loves me unconditionally. Like, believe what you want, but like I don't think I need to go to church every fucking week. I don't need to rebaptize myself just to fucking be in good graces with God. Like I'm showing up for myself each and every day. I'm living in my truth. I'm living in my authenticity, and that's like all God wants from me, because I know that's all I want from my children, and that's what I use as a filter, because it's like, what would I want from my children? For them to be happy, to be living their truth, to be like honoring their intuition, to be honoring their like trying to create an aligned life. Like that's all I want for them. And if God needs me to be a certain fucking version of me just to be like loved and accepted, like I'm not available for that. And so I can't. That's today's rant. And speaking of opinions, I'm about to give mine, but guess what? It's not unsolicited. It's a listener question. So if you have a listener question for me, you can send it to me in my DMs at I am Tiffany Paul, and I will read it on the show. So let's get into today's question and close it out with some positivity and wisdom. Okay, so today's question is it possible to be authentic and still be successful in a world that rewards conformity? That's a beautiful question. And I guess I would just first start out by saying, what is your definition of success? Because to me, living in your truth and living in your authenticity is the ultimate success. To be able to show up in any room, in any situation, and be fully yourself, that is freedom. It's not money or the mansion or the fancy vacation. Like that stuff feels great and can give glimpses of freedom, but true freedom is you living in your authenticity and truth. So I would say it's actually impossible to be successful as I define it from a fucking fake ass inauthentic space. So let me just start out there. But I'm sure the listener was really more asking about the traditional kind of idea of success of like building the business, maybe climbing the corporate ladder, like making a lot of money? Can you still make a lot of money? Can you still make moves in corporate? Can you still play the corporate game if you are devoted to authenticity? I would say abso-fucking-lutely. In fact, your authenticity is going to be the thing that magnetizes even more success to you. I can tell you, leaving corporate America, I didn't even realize how fucking fake and inauthentic I was being. Like, being there for a decade, you just start drinking the Kool-Aid. You start wearing the professional clothes. You start acting professional. You start filtering yourself. You start talking a certain way that is acceptable, that like fits within the corporate mold. And leaving corporate America, I was like, oh my God, I get to be me again. Who am I? Can I say fuck more? Can I like say like a lot? Like, yeah, I like to say like. And I realized leaving corporate, like, wow, I really conformed and contorted myself into that environment. And so I would say in a corporate setting, it's actually more challenging to be authentic, but not impossible. And back then I just wasn't aware of it. But the fact that you're writing in this question means you're aware of it. And so I would say, trust that even your corporate setting, that your workplace can hold your authentic self. I would challenge you to be bold, be authentically you, because that shit is going to be magnetic. That's going to be respected. And if your environment doesn't accept you as the full authentic version of you, then maybe it's time to look for a different culture or a different workplace that actually would accept all of you. And I would say, being in an environment that aligns with your authenticity is so much more important than, you know, any title, any job, any amount of money. Like, living in your truth is, to me, top priority. So I absolutely think that you can be your authentic self in corporate. I think that we're conditioned to not be our authentic selves, that we are conditioned to perform, to people please, to be professional. And there is certainly challenges, but not ones that we cannot overcome. In fact, we need more people who are brave and bold and show up as their authentic selves in corporate, so that we can start breaking out of this mold, so that more and more people are also inspired to be themselves. Because the more of us that are inspired to be ourselves in a corporate setting, the more we change, you know, the culture of corporate America as a whole. So I would say, give your corporation a chance if you're an employee. And if you are an entrepreneur, absolutely, like, authenticity is going to magnetize you to the right opportunity, because whatever feels right in your bones, whatever feels exciting, whatever you're passionate and excited about, that is authentic to you. So whatever business you're building is going to be authentic. And the more authentic it is, the better. So authenticity as an entrepreneur will 100% magnetize even more success to you, because it will force you to pick a business model, a business idea that you're excited and passionate about. And you can't fake authenticity. You can't fake passion. So it will only help you. If you want to be like a thought leader, if you want to create content, if you want to be a podcaster, if you want to be, you know, a creative, authenticity is what sells. It's something people can feel. They want to feel who you truly are. And so, yes, my answer to this is absolutely, you can be authentic and successful. It will accelerate your success, because if you're committed to authenticity, then you're also committed to alignment. So finding aligned workplaces, aligned business ideas, working with aligned people where you can show up as you are. You're going to be more in joy. You're going to be more in alignment, and that is just going to magnetize opportunities to you. That doesn't mean overnight success. But overall, in the long run, I 100% think that being authentic is the pathway. It is the unlock to the ultimate success, both internally, because you're going to feel good, but also externally. So that is today's show. I need to go and get my eyebrows done, so I'm out of here. It's a short episode today, but I love you. I'm rooting for you. I'll see you again next week.